Look, thanks everyone for your time. This is our standard disclaimer. Antipa's combined exploration and project development portfolio covers a massive 5,100 square kilometres. It's located about 400 kilometres east of Port Hedland in Western Australia. To put that in perspective, our ground holding is approximately the size of Bali. Over the last 7 years, the Paterson province has seen its 32 million ounce gold and 3 million tonne copper endowment grow by a staggering 18 million ounces of gold and 4 million tonnes of copper. And that's been the result of greenfield discoveries undercover. It includes AIM-listed Greatland Gold's Havieron deposit, Rio Tinto's Winu deposit, and Antipa's Calibre and Minyari deposits. Antipa's contributed about 4.3 million ounces to that gold endowment growth. So as a result of these discoveries, the province now boasts 3 large-scale potential gold-copper development projects, including Antipa's Minyari Dome. Antipa's market cap is around $68 million, and we had about $7 million cash at the end of the March quarter. Note the strong strategic 26% cornerstone to our register. That includes our major shareholder Newcrest at about 10%, institutions and funds around 8%, IGO at 4%, and the board at just under 4%. The Antipa board has 190 years experience. It includes many greenfield discoveries, project evaluations, mine development and production in multiple commodities in multiple jurisdictions. The board has a proven track record of value creation for shareholders. A scoping study for Antipa's 100% owned Minyari Dome project released in August highlighted a potential for a significant standalone gold development opportunity, and which fundamentally repositioned Antipa by highlighting a potential pathway to transition from explorer to producer. The project boasts a resource of 1.8 million ounces of gold and a scoping study mining inventory of 1.1 million ounces. Strategically, our Minyari Dome project is located just 35 kilometres from Newcrest's Telfer 22 million tonne per annum processing facility, which by 2025 will have huge spare capacity. Based on recent drill results, we've revised our 2023 drill program to aggressively seek further significant resource growth to boost the standalone project development scale and economics. The scoping study delivered an initial combined open pit and underground mining inventory of 21.4 million tonnes at 1.6 grams per tonne for 1.1 million ounces of gold, generating a pre-tax NPV of $392 million at an internal rate of return of 34%. The project's initial processing life at 3 million tonnes per annum is 7+ years. That delivers almost 1 million ounces of gold with an impressive average of 168,000 ounces per annum for the first 5 years. The all-in sustaining cost is just $1,475 per ounce, and the total pre-production capital cost is $275 million, which has a payback period of 2.5 years. This study used a gold price of 2,430 Australian dollars per ounce, and it's worth noting that the current Australian dollar spot gold price adds around $540 million of free cash flow pre-tax. There are several key levers with the potential to boost the project's value, with the most beneficial being a material increase in the resource, leading to an extension of the project life to beyond 10 years. Clear and substantial resource growth levers include extensional resource targets, drill out of recent discoveries, and new discoveries across the project. The project offers significant resource growth opportunities, all within proximity to Minyari, Antipa's 2021 drill program increased the resource by 1.1 million ounces to almost 2 million ounces, with multiple discoveries last year, including Minyari North and Geo-01, and new high-priority targets, including the revised Minyari Plunge target, providing additional significant maiden resource potential. To deliver this growth, we've expanded our 2023 drill program to 15,000 metres, with the aim of materially increasing the scale of the project, and that in turn will modify the scope of next year's pre-feasibility study. This long section highlights a 3.1 kilometre region of the highly prospective but underexplored 4.4 kilometre Minyari Dome trend, which extends from Geo-01 to Jude's. Multiple plunging zones of gold-copper mineralisation remain open along this trend, including the Minyari North prospect and the fault-offset Minyari Plunge target. At Minyari North, limited, broad-spaced drilling identified thick zones of Minyari-style mineralisation along 300 metres of strike, including high-grade intersections such as 8 metres at 3 grams per tonne gold, with mineralisation remaining open in most directions. Down dip below Minyari North is the revised fault-offset Minyari Plunge target, which at this stage remains untested. Minyari belongs to the intrusion-related mineral system family with affinities to both Havieron and De Grey's Hemi deposits, and these systems deliver serious ounces per vertical metre, typically in the range of 3,000 to 5,000. Last year, first pass 100 metre spaced vertical air core drilling at the Geo-01 soil target identified a mineral system footprint similar in size to our flagship 1.5 million ounce Minyari deposit. This system remains open in most directions. Drilling intersected thick zones of gold-copper mineralisation under very shallow cover, with key intersections including 20 metres at half a gram per tonne gold and 4 metres at 1.5 grams per tonne gold, with many of the air core holes terminating in mineralisation at drill bit refusal. So just on its own, the Geo-01 prospect could represent a substantial near-surface open pitable maiden resource opportunity. RC drilling commences at this prospect this week. Antipa recently increased its highly prospective 100% owned Paterson province portfolio to 900 square kilometres. Tetris is 40 kilometres from Minyari and is a similar bullseye-shaped, sized and amplitude magnetic and partially coincident gravity anomaly as the 5.5 million ounce Havieron deposit. The Pacman targets are along strike from Havieron and about 30 kilometres from Minyari and display characteristics considered similar to the 2 million tonne copper Nifty deposit. Antipa has government grants totalling $870,000, half of which can be deployed to direct test these exciting greenfield targets this year. There is so much more to the Antipa story, however, with 3 additional complementary growth projects, which are huge in every sense of the word. Huge belt-scale combined exploration area totaling 5,100 square kilometres, huge partners, Rio Tinto, Newcrest and IGO, huge partner combined funding requirements of up to $115 million, and huge Tier 1 gold-copper discovery and development potential. Look, due to time constraints, I'll just point out one of the many discovery opportunities on our 3 partnered projects, which will be drill tested this year. Combined, Havieron and Minyari account for a total of 7.3 million ounces of gold and 290,000 tonnes of copper, with both of these deposits being coincident magnetic and gravity highs. Located just 10 kilometres southwest of Minyari on our currently 100% owned Paterson IGO farm-in project, is an exciting coincident magnetic and gravity high target under just 20 metres of cover. Here, historic, shallow, 200-metre spaced Newcrest RAB holes intersected up to 0.1 grams per tonne gold along the edge of this target. The central and right-hand images on this slide highlight at the same scale the similarities between the magnetic signatures for Gravo-2 and the 5.5 million ounce Havieron deposit. Drilling will occur in the second half of this year at this prospect. The expanded 15,000 metre Minyari Dome growth drill program has the objective to materially increase the resource and boost the project economics. Drilling commences this week with the aim of delivering an updated resource estimate around the end of the calendar year, which will then feed into the pre-feasibility mine schedule next year. The addition of our 3 partnered projects culminates in a huge amount of discovery-focused exploration across our belt-scale combined portfolio in a region which is emerging as Western Australia's next prolific mining province, having delivered multiple Tier 1 discoveries in recent years and with immense potential for further discoveries. News flow over the next several months includes exploration progress updates and results for our 100% owned Minyari Dome project, exploration results for both the Paterson IGO farming project and Citadel Rio Tinto joint venture project, and details of this year's planned exploration programs for all 3 of our partnered projects. Look, in wrapping up, Antipa is emerging as a potential significant gold-copper business with several re-rate catalysts. The Minyari Dome project's significant standalone development opportunity fundamentally repositions Antipa by highlighting a potential pathway to transition from explorer to producer. An aggressive growth drill program aimed at determining the ultimate scale of the project, and in doing so extending the project life and boosting the project economics, commences this week. In addition, with major exploration programs happening across all 4 of our projects, there is significant potential for a Tier 1 discovery on our commanding portfolio. And on the back of Newmont's pending acquisition of Newcrest and Andrew Forrest's Wyloo Metals move on AIM-listed Greatland Gold, the Paterson province would seem primed for further ownership consolidation.